Alright, we have Contract Wars. It's a modern day first person shooter, free to play. It's actually a web based game. It actually looks surprisingly well for some odd reason. I thought it was actually a standalone game, but I found this on YouTube. Another YouTuber was giving a top 10 list. And I didn't realize a web based game actually looked this good. It came out in 2010. I barely found out about it right now, and I only played about 40 minutes of it. It's actually not that bad at all. If you just want to go in and be casual, just go in and do a little PvP. I think that's all there is to it. I'm trying to find another mode, but all the servers is just pretty much team deathmatch or team elimination, and you just go and kill people, and that's it. There's no PvE mode in here. I thought there would be, but there isn't. So, the game I'm comparing this to is Warface. There's a PvE mode and a PvP mode. Because I came from Warface, then I played like half a year of Warface. I really love the PvE in Warface because there's actually a teamwork to be involved, like the medic, engineer, sniper, and rifleman. So they actually play a key role, and it's actually very fun in PvE. In PvP, Warface has the issues of latency. So if somebody's lagging really bad, they can actually shoot you around the wall or something. Because when they have the kill cam show up, the person's actually behind a whole box and you get killed, and it's so frustrating. Because sometimes, for some reason, the player placements in Warface, they actually appear out of place for some reason because the lags or something. The lag compensation is so off. So it's kind of upsetting. In this game, in Contract Wars, it seems like lag doesn't matter that much, but you do see people jittering a little bit. But for the most part, you can actually just shoot them where they stand and they'll die instantly. But the time to kill in this game is actually fairly fast. As long as you hit them, the spray pattern for guns, since I first logged in, you get this sweet MP5 gun, and it's actually pretty nice. They gave you a silencer and a little scope. When you zoom in, the recoil of the guns, it actually recoils. It's actually really high recoil. You have to stand still or crouch or something, and like you can actually select fire to fire one bullet at a time, or just spray and pray. But the recoil it makes it just it's really high. But you can actually just single fire, and it's a lot easier. But for the most part, you just run around and just kind of run and gun and just hope for the best. You can kind of sound horn in this game, but not exactly. Because you can tell the left and right, but your own footsteps, if you're actually walking, it's actually pretty loud. So it's like you're stomping your feet and you kind of have to hear the other person stomp their feet. And the materials, it's like metal and concrete or something. It's not a lot of different materials, it's just two. And if they're going upstairs, it sounds like they're right above your head or something. It depends where you're at. The pinpoint of the sound is not that accurate, but you can just tell if they're basically like left or right of you, and you kind of have to estimate where they're at. It's not like you can tell, oh yeah, he's to my left and so many feet in such a section, you know. Different games you can totally tell the difference, but this is a web-based game. Like I think that's what his downfall, but it's not that bad. If you just run and gun, you won't notice the difference because everybody's footsteps pretty loud, and you're just kind of just hope for the best, bring up the gun and just aim and fire real quick. Hopefully they die. It's actually been a pretty fun game so far. I would actually recommend everyone just try to log in and play, because there's actually new games coming out on Steam, which is Hired Ops. Right now it's in early access, and you pay $10 to get in. There's somewhere I read on the forums where it's going to be free to play game. Some people don't want to play get into early access because it's going to be free to play. But some people just says, they're not gonna do it. But it's early access, so can't really expect much. So I would say just go log into Contract Wars, play while you still can. Because I read on the forums where people are saying the servers are actually going down. They're removing the servers and stuff, and that's pretty sad to see. Because I just found out this game, and for it to be actually going down is actually pretty bad. But you know what? Just enjoy it while it lasts. I honestly would recommend just going, just take it casually. Just you can actually invite friends and play with you. So it's just like a fun game. Just go in and dick around and skill each other. Just have fun. You know? There's no in-game voice for some reason, but I would expect it to add all the stuff on. I'm actually expecting too much from a browser game. I didn't realize it would actually be the game would actually work this well. Because I thought browser game would be like Angry Birds, you know, like 2D. That's all I picture of browser games. But this one is actually pretty much 3D. Some AAA games. It looks exactly like some AAA game. Some features they have on this game is actually it's realistic, and it models a bunch of real life guns. So there's like no rail guns or anything, but yes. But for the most part, it just has real world military guns. So right now, I just have the MP5 and just go around to shooting people. I'm pretty sure it's only for 6 days, and then I seen somebody else just running around, and they don't have a silencer on the gun, and I think that's what you get after the 6 days is over, unless like people just don't buy their gun. For some reason, when you play this game, it's like you just play for fun and then see what happens. Would I recommend it? Sure, dude. I would recommend it. Just jump in, play casual. Only treat it as a casual game because don't expect much. It's like you'll be more blown away by what it has to offer. If you set your expectations so high, you're like, oh, there's no voice IP. Oh, the sound's not that great. Oh, the animation's not that great. You'll be disappointed. But if you just expect a web browser game, you'll be more blown away because like I'm playing on low settings right now because I just want to see how well the game plays, and it seems okay. And I'm so new at the game, I don't want to be distracted by colors and stuff and like it's bloom. So, yeah, so it's on low settings, and actually I don't know what I'm doing today, to be honest. I just go around to shoot people and then just enjoy my time. Yeah, so I would recommend other people just play the game. Just go download it. Oh, you don't go download. You just go type in Google Contract Wars, and there's actually some sites that brings it up. You go to contractwars.com, and there's like 4 or 5 different sites for you to be able to play on, where we can go like Facebook or some other sites that has it on. It's a Flash game, so I tried playing on Chrome. It does not let you play on Chrome because there's the settings that's supposed to be enabled, and then Chrome actually disabled it. So then I downloaded it on Firefox, so I could play through Firefox. But then I read somewhere in March it's gonna be disabled, so you can't actually play Contract Wars through Firefox anymore. So we have to find another browser that actually has this enabled, so you can actually still play. So there's another issue. So the player base, it's there, but it's not gigantic. There's like at least 200 or something, 200 odd people or more playing. Because then when I last counted, it's like it's around 200 people, I guess. That's actually pretty good because you can actually see how many people are playing. I guess that's it.